Okay, like I said, we're going to start discussing the pattern. So here we have, okay, we got the Simplicity Pattern 2401. So when you buy a pattern, you're going to have, I'm going to try to get it close. So you can see different sizes. With this pattern, I'm going to go with size 14 because I know this pattern and I know size 14 works for me. Okay. You buy patterns, you can buy them and they have sizes 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. They could even go higher. Okay. But I know 14 is good for me, so that's what I'm going to work with, is 14. Okay. And on the back of the pattern, as you see, here's the back. Okay. It's going to discuss a lot of different things in the back. It's going to talk about fabrics. Okay. So here it has laundry cottons, piquette, poplin, sateen, eyelet, crepe, crepeback satin, laundry 6 rayon, silk, linen, gauze, double gorget, matted jerseys, soft lightweight linen, and linen blends. Extra fabric needed to match plaid, stripes, and one-way design fabrics. I'm using cotton. This is what I'm going to be using. I chose this fabric. It's colorful, soft cotton. I love the flowers to it, and I thought it'd be great for the summer. And it's breathable. It won't be too hot on me because this is a jumpsuit. Okay. And also it says notions. Notions mean the things that you're going to need. I'll read the list off for you. It says threads, 1 inch, 1 14-inch invisible zipper, assorted jewels, look for simplicity notions, and rice trims. Okay, like I said, notions is a thread, buttons, zippers, eyelets, anything that's going to be needed to finish the garment to be able to fit on you. Okay. And here we come with the body measurements for sizings. You know, to help a size you're going to choose for yourself. Okay, you got your bust size, your waist size, your hip size, back, neck to waist. Okay, and you know, and then you look at you do your measurements, and you come to the closest size you have on the chart to pick out your size you're gonna use when you cut the pattern out to sew. Okay. The next thing it's going to talk about is the width of the fabric. Okay. There's 45 width inch and then 60 width inch. Okay. 45 width inch is a lot smaller. Okay. This what I have here is a 45 width. This is a 45 width. This is what they're talking about. And it's actually not as wide as you can see. So when you buy a 45 width, that means you have to buy more of the fabric in order to make the outfit. Because with 45 width, with my size as a 14, I would have to buy 3.5 yards of fabric. Okay, but I bought 5 yards of this because I want to make a jacket to it also. Okay, and then so if you get a 60 width, which is much wider, you get more. You have to buy less. You don't have to buy as much. So if I would have bought a 60 width fabric, I would only have to buy 1 7/8 of the fabric. So that means you're buying less with the 60 width. So always keep that in mind when you go to the fabric store and you're going to buy the fabric. Remember to look at the width on the pattern. Pick out which outfit you're making, because it has like A, B, C, D, you know, which one. And then you see how much fabric you're going to need by going by the width and your size. 45-inch width, you have to buy more. 60-inch width, you buy less. You don't have to buy as much. So it's a good deal if you go to 60 width. Okay, and then it talks about if you need any type of elastic, you know, tells you how much you need for your elastic, which this suit will need elastic in the back. So it's telling me that I need the 1 3/8 yard of 1 inch wide elastic. Okay, and for the elastic, I buy those in the packs. I can show you. I buy packs like these. You can get. I get these at Walmart, and it tells you, you know, what size. This is a 3/4 inch, and this is a 3/8 inch, and it has 6 yards of this. And so all you do is take the elastic, measure it off on your tape measure of how much it tells you need, and you cut it off. Okay. This right here discusses measurements about the back, finished back length from the base of the neck. You know, dress A, B, C, D. You know, all, you know, just different things. And it also puts this in another language, French, European, because their size is different from our sizes. You know, so they go by centimeters. You know, we go by inches over here, and so you know, it gives you a lot of information on this pattern. So it's always good to, when you buy a pattern, read it, look through it, see where everything that you need on it. It gives you a lot of information. It has a website for Simplicty.com. You can go on there and look at all different patterns and learn different things too. Now the way I buy my patterns, the patterns are not cheap if you don't catch them on sale. Because like this pattern here, the price of this pattern is $16.95. But I catch them when they go on sale, because a lot of stores like Hobby Lobby, Hancock Fabrics, Joann, sometimes you can catch them on sale for actually 99 cents. That's a good deal. 99 cents a pattern. That's when I go buy all my patterns, when they have them on sale. They have different ones, like one week they may have Simplicity, one week they may have Butterick. Vogue even going back, but not for 99 cents. Vogue will never be 99 cents. But sometimes you can catch it half price or 75% off, which is, for Vogue, is very good, because Vogue, top of the line patterns, and but Vogue is very hard too. You have to have been sewing for a while to use Vogue. And okay, so here we go inside the pattern. This is like the roadmap to making the garment. The sheet will show you everything you need to know on how to make the garment you want to make. Okay, and here shows all the different the garments, the different styles that's on the pattern. Here shows the pattern pieces. And it'll number the pattern pieces are by numbers, and it'll talk about each number, which one is what. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, see, this pattern has 11 pieces. Okay, and each piece is named and numbered. So therefore, you won't get nothing mixed up as to which goes where when you cut it out. Okay. This is showing the layout when you how to cut it out, how to lay it on your fabric. It'll show you each one how to lay out the fabric. You know, So it shows you on each one of these how you can lay down the fabric, cut it out to get the best usage of the fabric, you know. Okay, but when I buy fabric, even though they tell me, okay, so I buy 2.5 yards, I usually buy maybe 3.5 yards. I always get a little bit more just because you never know. You may need that extra fabric. You know, so you may cut something out, you know, not quite right. And so you may need to cut it out again. So therefore you had that extra fabric that you would need to do that. Okay. Okay, on page 2. Now here on page 2, it shows you how to start making your garment. It takes you step by step. So you read it, look at the picture, read it, you know, making sure you are putting each piece together, placing them where they're supposed to be placed, putting what you're supposed to be putting there in that particular part of the pattern. Because every step is important to make sure the garment comes out the way it should and the way you want it to come out to fit you. And you know, it shows all about, now this is what I'm talking about, the back part of the jumpsuit, which is all the elastic rows are going to go into. And I have to make sure I get that correct and right, so when I wear it, it's going to fit me, you know, comfortable and right in the back. You know, and like I said, it goes step by step. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It tells you step by step, and it has the number, and it has the number to the picture, and then to the instructions. Okay, that's page 2. Then we got page 3. It goes to the next section of making the garment. You know, like I said, goes all the way through. It shows you everything you need to know about making this particular garment. Okay. So, and then the back part, the last page shows you the finishing part of it. You know, this is where I'm going to have to put the zipper in and everything. Looks like I'm going to be putting the zipper in last on this. And then here it has it in the other languages, Spanish and European language over here. Okay. But, you know, like I said, you step by step. I know some of you all may know about that, but I just want to give it go step by step with everything when it comes directly to a pattern. And this is what a pattern looks like before you cut it. Before you cut it out. Which I'll be cutting it out, you know, later on. I'll cut it out later. But it looks like this. It's on brown paper, brown tissue paper. So when you cut it, you really have to be careful when cutting this, because you don't want to tear it. Okay, you don't want to be tearing it. You don't want to cut it wrong. You make sure you cut it directly on the line. The lines that it's showing you to cut it on. And cut out everything you need to cut out for the pattern. Make sure you got all your pieces. What I do, I look at the pattern, this section right here, right there where the numbers are, and I count, make sure I have every piece that I need for the particular one I'm making. And also, when you're cutting out your pattern, I use scissors that I'm going to use to cut out paper, use for paper. Don't ever use your scissors that you're going to use to cut your fabric, okay? Because if you use the scissors that you're going to cut your fabric with, it's going to dull them. It will definitely dull them. You may think it won't. This little thin little piece of paper, I won't hurt, but it will. It'll start dulling your fabric cutting scissors. So set aside your scissors that you're going to use for paper, and you use it to cut your pattern. Keep your fabric, your scissors that you're going to use for your fabric, away from the paper. Alright? That's my tip. That's what I learned. Okay. So when you're cutting it, like I say, make sure you cut it directly on the line. Cut out all your pieces. Make sure everything is together. And then you can, you know, just start your sewing. So, the next time I do the video, I'm going to have the pattern cut out. I'll show you, you know, all my pieces I've cut out. And then we'll go into then we'll lay it on the fabric. And then we'll start, I'm going to show you how I'm going to lay it on the fabric. Then we'll make sure everything is going to be correct for my size. Like I said, I'm going to cut it to fit my size. I'm going to do my measurements. I've been eating a little bit more than what I should be eating, so you know I got a little bit of weight on me, but I'm going to try to get some of that off. But anyway, I'm going to you know, make sure everything's going to be according to my size, and I'm going to go step by step and show you how I'm going to change everything to fit, make this pattern fit me. Alrighty, thank you for today. I'll be back again, and we'll do more of the video for Simplicity Pattern 2401. I don't know if anybody want to go buy it, and you can look through it and see what I'm talking about. You can even go online and look at it through Simplicity, and then they'll just, you know, show you the back part. You know, you can look at the pattern section. You know, it'll have this section on there, so you can look at the front and back of the outfit and stuff. You know, just that way you can kind of get an idea what it's like to actually work from a pattern. Now I work from patterns, but I also work from sketches, and you know I have my own. I come up with my own patterns, and I make them my own set. But you know I like working from the patterns. I see some really pretty patterns out there, and I like to, you know, use them, and then I kind of, you know, change them up a little bit. You know, like I said, to my liking. All right. Well, you have a good day, and we'll see you next time. And this is part 1 of making the jumpsuit of Simplicity Pattern 2401. Thank you.